Hello and welcome to the Astro Vibe of the Week. My name's Shira and I'm the founder of Abracadabra Astrology Mastery, and we're going into the eclipses. We're going into a week of the start of eclipse season, and we're going to have a lunar eclipse in Virgo. And a lunar eclipse is essentially a full moon that is aligning with the nodal points, the nodes of the moon. And a solar eclipse is essentially a new moon that is aligning with the nodes of the moon. So first you have to understand the nodes to really understand the lessons of eclipses, okay? And why eclipses are such a big deal and such a prominent theme for astrologers everywhere. Anytime there's eclipse season that comes in, astrologers' ears perk up, their eyes perk up. We kind of buckle our seatbelts and get ready for the ride. It's a little bit like we all know that we are stepping onto a roller coaster, and it could be like a kiddie roller coaster, or it could be one of those crazy roller coasters that spins you upside down and plummets you to the earth and shoots you back up. The thing is, we don't know what it's going to look like, because that is how eclipses work. They are very unknown. They bring fated changes. They bring new awareness. They bring out with the old, in with the new, and they shake everything up and recalibrate us back on our path if we have gone astray, if we've gotten confused, if we fell towards some thinking habits or being around people that don't serve us. Eclipses often wake us up to that and help get us aligned back on path. So let's talk about the North Node and the South Node. So the eclipses are working in Pisces and Virgo. We have North Node in Pisces, and I did a deep dive on the Pisces North Node a couple of weeks ago back in January. I will link that so you can get a deeper understanding of that Pisces North Node energy. Now, the North Node is about where we are collectively growing, where our consciousness, our mind, our heart, our soul is learning to evolve. And in that evolution, the South Node pulls stuff up to the surface to be seen, to be reviewed, to be processed, and to be cleared. So in order to get to that North Node expansion and North Node growth, we have to go through some shit. Honestly, we have to dig in the mud. We have to pour Drano in our backed up, clogged up bathtubs that are full of hair and muck and nasty goop from 7 years ago. So there is a decomposition process that happens with the South Node of the moon. There is a regurgitating, I know that's a gross word, but it is seriously all of the analogies that are coming up for me are it's like a vomiting, a purging, a big time release in the South Node of the moon area in your birth chart, in terms of what is toxic and what needs to be let go. Our bodies are so wise and so incredible in their nature that if we eat something poisonous, like if we eat, fish that's gone bad or something like that, and we didn't realize it, our body is going to get it out of us as fast as humanly possible. There's a catalyzation of clearing out the toxins. And the eclipse season is so much like that catalyzation of old poisonous energy that might have been brewing or stewing within our bodies or in our auric field that comes out through the South Node space. So the South Node currently in Virgo, and this is where we're going to have our lunar eclipse. We're going to have it in the sign of Virgo. And Virgo deals with your day-to-day life. It also, in physical astrology, in the anatomy of astrology, is our digestive organs, the large intestine and the small intestine and the rectum, the parts of our body, rectum would be more Scorpio, I guess, but the parts of your body that are breaking down information, breaking down energy, turning it into something that can be cleared, composted, and then literally getting it out of you. So when we're talking about Virgo, we are totally talking about what it is that we can bring into our system that is going to help it run more smoothly. And I'm talking sure about food and what we consume in the mouth, but it's also what we listen to. It's what we bring in through our eyes. 95% of our understanding of what's around us is coming through our eyeballs, is coming through our vision. That's a really, large quantity of information through the eyes and through our skin, what we're touching, what we're feeling, and what we're smelling. So when you think about it, information comes through you through your five senses. It's always coming through. And in obviously 2025, we're having an excessive over information, highly intense information coming through in the external world more than ever before, faster than ever before. Our attention spans are shorter than ever before. And these are all Virgo qualities. Virgo is also ruled by the planet Mercury, which is our mind and our thoughts. So what are we bringing into our body through our mind, through our eyes, through our ears, through our mouth, through our sense of touch, through our sense of smell? And how is that impacting our experience in life, and how's it impacting our world and how we digest things? So I would say that when we have this full moon in Virgo, this lunar eclipse in Virgo, a detoxification process is happening on a subtle level. And for some, it won't be so subtle. Like for myself, I'm a Virgo rising, I'm having physical, I wouldn't call it an injury, but my body is really talking to me and it's saying, please pay attention to this part of your body. Please cleanse this part of your body. Please drink more water so you have more detoxification. Please eat more greens. My body is like talking to me very loudly and asking me to nurture and nourish it in a way that is going to be healthy. Now, the Virgo challenges is that it can get very mixed up on what healthy means, where healthy, if you become obsessed with it, if you become a perfectionist with it, if you're becoming perfectionist with any topic to the point where it is wreaking havoc on your mind, or perfectionism wreaking havoc on your body, now you have gone into low road Virgo land, and you have gone into self-destruction because of how extreme you've gotten with the improvement energy of Virgo. Virgo is really used to help improve. So for example, if I want to improve my digestion, since we're talking about digestion, if I want to improve my digestion, I might eat more coconut oil, or I might eat more olive oil, because I know those are hydrating oils that are going to help move food through my body. If I want to improve my detoxification process, I might drink more lemon water because I know that lemon detoxes. So what's going to help me? But on the other side of it, I've had personal experience with the extreme perfection of Virgo as a Virgo rising, where in my 20s, I was so obsessed with health that I almost stopped eating completely because I got so concerned with the toxins in food, and I felt like even organic food wasn't clean enough. And to you, that might sound crazy pants, but it was something that I was struggling with as a mental toxin, or you could even call it like a mental parasite, that was perfectionism, and that I spent the majority of my journey trying to heal. I used to weigh myself every single day. That's a very Virgo thing where you're grounding in numbers and you're trying to see that you are excelling, see that you're getting it right, see that you're not making any mistakes. You can see how detrimental these kind of things would be on someone's fucking joy. Excuse my French. On someone's life experience when they have boxed themselves in so much to the rigidity of perfection, they are slowly killing their soul and they're slowly just squeezing every ounce of joy out of their lives. So I had to get to a really, really sick part in my journey where my reproductive organs totally shut down. Just the function of my reproductive organs shut down. I ended up in the hospital. I got spinal injuries from the lack of nutrients that I had. It was a wild ride, and it was all self-created through the Virgo perfectionism lens. So if we want to talk about an extreme story, that is mine. And Virgo as my rising sign is my identity. So I was really attached to perfection. I was really attached to the illusion of health. And I was also really attached to being thin. And a big part of my journey has been about accepting all of my bits, all my jiggly bits, all my wobbly wibbly bits, and allowing the fluctuations in my body. Okay, so you can see I feel really connected to this kind of energy. Pisces, which is our north node, is the messiness. It's let's go with the flow. It's, you know what, I feel like doing this, and so this is what I'm going to do. I'm not necessarily going to think about the consequences, and I'm not going to fit myself in a box. I'm just going to go for it and be, in alignment with my intuition and what's calling me. And Virgo is much more analytical and numbers based and information based and exactness. So Pisces is where we're all learning to grow in being more accepting of those human parts of ourselves that are messy, that are jiggly, that are wobbly, that are emotional, that are deeply feeling, that are authentic to us and our journey and the magic that makes us who we are. And we're also deeply learning during this North Node Pisces and South Node Virgo, we're deeply learning how to trust our inner wisdom and our intuition that cannot be quantified with a number or with information in a book. It simply cannot be quantified. It's an experience of practicing trusting yourself and practicing trusting your intuition. It's like a muscle, right? Like if you have never gone to the gym before and then you go to the gym and you try and pick up 100-pound bench press, you're not going to be able to do it. It's a muscle. We're practicing it. And we want to start with the 5-pound weights, right? And maybe you're on 50-pound weights. Amazing. We're not in a race here, right? It's like we're all on our own very unique journeys. And so much of those journeys is about self-acceptance, which is Pisces, compassion for our experience, compassion for the parts of ourselves where we do want to improve, Virgo, where we do want to grow, Virgo, where we do want to come better, Virgo, but with compassion, not with inner criticism, not with judgment, not with pain, not with the, inner critic, inner mean girl, self-harassment, right? We're learning to balance growing, doing better, doing the best we can with loving, compassion, and self-acceptance. So on this lunar eclipse, there might be themes that are around Virgo that show up in your chart, especially if you have Sun, Moon, Rising in Virgo or Pisces, or the mutable signs, Sagittarius and Gemini. So Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini, absolutely feeling the change, absolutely feeling the call for gentle detoxification, absolutely feeling the call to soothe the central nervous system. Virgo is known to have a sensitive central nervous system. Your vagus nerve, which is the nerve that deals with sending information from your gut all the way up to your brain and taking you out of chronic stress, taking you out of fight or flight, fight, freeze, fawn, flee, whatever else I fight, whatever else I miss. That is Virgo stuff. And so you want to do the things that are going to reset your central nervous system, ground you, that's Virgo. Even just laying down 5 minutes, so good. Doing some gentle stretching, so good for the body. Going on a walk in nature, so good for the Virgo energy. I would especially lean into asking yourself what your morning ritual looks like and what your evening ritual looks like, because Virgo is the 6th house, and that's what are you doing every day. And the way you wake up and the way you go to bed is going to be what shows you how your day is going to go. So when we go to bed and we prepare our bodies for sleep and dream time, which is Pisces, we are setting ourselves up for body recalibration and body healing. Virgo, at night, your organs are on a set time release of recalibrating, detoxifying, and cleansing. So the majority of the work that your organs do is actually while you're sleeping. So if you're not having a great sleep, there are a couple things you can do. One is take out the electronics from your bedroom an hour before you go to bed. 2, give yourself a massage before you go to bed. You can massage coconut oil into your skin, sesame seed oil, lotion, shea butter, whatever it is. Massage yourself before you go to bed, because as you massage yourself, you hit the vagus nerve points and the acupressure points that are going to help you have a good sleep. I like to do facial massage before bed because I know I'm also getting some drainage detoxification from the face muscles. I'm just realizing right now that I have no earrings on, I have no necklace on, I have no nail polish on. It is like I have stripped myself of the normal things I put on, and it's so Virgo. Virgo is the pure, the natural, the cleansed. It's like, wow, I am just like in my pure state right now. This is me, pure state. No earrings, no necklace, no nail polish. I do have natural mascara on. That is a thing. Natural products, also a Virgo thing. So make sure that when you are going into this week, which may be especially erratic, especially mutable signs, that you are doing the practices that are really grounding for you and settling as you go to bed. I am working on phone off, airplane mode, out of my room, no scrolling, no Instagram before bed. SOS, that is like, for me, I will just get on this like addiction loop and I can't shut my phone off. So that goes out of my bedroom. I said the massage. Hot tea is nice before bed, but you don't want to be drinking so much water that you're waking up in the middle of the night having to pee, because in the night is when your organs are detoxing. So if you are drinking liquids that wake you up, you now have halted your detoxification process. So you just want to help your body out in those ways. And then in the morning, none of this phone situation on the Instagram scrolling right when you wake up. You want to give your brain at least an hour to recalibrate and to awaken. Drink water in the morning and do practices that set your day up for success. Now, before I end this whole thing, I would love to hear what you do in the morning that is your ritual, that you wake up, and what do you do before you leave your house to make sure that you are setting yourself up for a really good day? Are you journaling? Are you listening to a podcast that's inspiring? Are you coloring and doing some art? Do you go on a walk outside? I wake up, I make hot lemon water to help the detoxification process, and then I go on a 20-minute walk, nothing too crazy, and I usually feel good to go. I used to wake up every morning and do a tarot spread, do a nice spiritual ceremony. Oftentimes I do yoga when I wake up in the morning. So what is your thing that you do? I would love to hear. Put it in the comments, put it in the YouTube comments. And it means so much to me when you like the videos that I create. It helps the algorithm and it helps me want to create more videos because it gives me feedback that this was helpful. Otherwise, I'm over here and I'm thinking to myself, this isn't helpful. Maybe I'll stop making these videos. No one's watching them. So give me some feedback that you're watching, that they're helpful, that they're supportive. I truly want to know. And let me know. Yeah, now I've given you way too many things. So like the video, comment, tell me about your routine. And the final announcement that I will make is that on Thursday, March 13th, which is going to come the day before the eclipse, I'm going to have a totally free community gathering and ritual in the free Abracadabra astrology community. So in order to attend, you must be a member of the free Abracadabra astrology community, and that is going to be a ritual, a gentle, we might do a little spiritual detoxification, little central nervous system grounding techniques, little ritual for, a deep ritual for the Virgo energy in our birth chart on this really powerful lunar eclipse that will actually start the time between all of March until the end of March, when we're going to have the Aries solar eclipse, and we'll have that Aries new moon at the end of March. I believe that's on the 29th of March. So we are preparing ourselves, our bodies, our souls, our spirits for the eclipse season. Thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful week. Come to our free full moon lunar eclipse ceremony on the 27th. Must be in the community to get that invite, and I will see you soon. Mwah!